Salut YouTube, j'espère que vous allez tous bien. Aujourd'hui on se retrouve du coup pour une nouvelle vidéo sur Call of Cthulhu. Donc l'appel de Cthulhu en français. C'est un univers tiré d'univers... c'est un univers tiré... C'est une histoire tirée de l'univers Lovecraft, qui est un écrivain qui se base très sur le surnaturel, l'enquête, des choses comme ça. Vous me connaissez, je masterise déjà beaucoup... sur différents univers, et Cthulhu en fait partie. On a fait pendant un an des parties sur cet univers là. J'ai fait une petite partie pour voir un petit peu sur quoi ça donne, si le jeu tournait bien. J'ai eu un petit problème de stream, j'espère que ça va pas recommencer. Donc on est reparti. Chapitre 1, cabinet Pierce, investigation Boston, 1924, Edward Pierce, vétéran de la Première Guerre mondiale, noie ses souvenirs dans l'alcool et ses somnifères. Il s'est reconverti en détective privé, mais peine à trouver une affaire capable de le sortir de sa torpeur. Pierce doit accepter au plus vite une nouvelle enquête. On risque de perdre sa licence. Donc voilà. Ah oui, ça, on redémarre là. La folie et miséricorde. C'est plutôt si je suis fou, c'est la miséricorde. Puissent les dieux prendre en pitié l'homme insensible qui demeure saint d'esprit, confronté à l'abominable vérité. Ouais, c'est pas très... C'est pas très ragoûtant, on va dire. Vous n'hésitez surtout pas à me dire ce que vous en pensez de ce nouveau let's play en commentaire. Et puis même si le cas vous en dit de vous abonner. Ça fait toujours plaisir. Parce que je vois que la chaîne, bon, je me passe pas sur les chiffres, je m'en fiche, je fais ça pour le plaisir de partager, etc. Mais je vois qu'on stagne un peu au niveau des followers, alors je me suis dit peut-être que un univers un peu plus différent pourrait vous faire plaisir. Non, on va pas passer par là. Sympa. Sa femme faut repasser. Pour passer entre midi et 14h, monsieur. Hop. Donc. Ah, vous ne pouvez interagir avec certains objets que quand il y a de la lumière, d'accord. Et je viens de comprendre en fait le passage de tout à l'heure. Et voilà, ça marche mieux. Le destin t'attire inéluctablement. Oui, mais moi j'ai une super lumière. Puterie d'offrande, tu t'es pas vu On se connaît pas, pas me juger. Hein. Pour courir, maintenez Shift. Très bien. Wow. Tout a déjà été écrit. Peut-être tenteras-tu de changer ton destin? Et voilà, le jeu commence comme ça les amis, donc on est perdu dans ce cauchemar. Nous sommes donc un détective d'après-guerre, après Première Guerre mondiale. On va dire qui n'est pas totalement guéri de ces démons.
Wentworth Agency doesn't attract top-notch cases. Been too long since I've slept in a bed.
Allez, boire le verre de whisky. Allez, bah, bois. Ça y est. C'est qu'il y avait ces
I wonder why I still take these things.
Donc là, on peut faire les rotations avec les objets. Les Toubib me les ont inscrits à mon retour de la guerre. Ils ont juré qu'ils mettraient fin au cauchemar, mais depuis quelques temps...
Archaeology, a good old story of blackmail and darkness speaks.
L'affaire résolue, le patron Nama, engagé, n'a pas aimé ma façon de boucler cette affaire, mais quand on est déjà dans les légalités, on n'a pas beaucoup de recours face à un privé qui détient des preuves contre vous. Oui, oui, je décroche.
I'm listening.
Are you Edward Pierce, private investigator contracted by the Wentworth Detective Agency?
That's correct.
Hello, Mr. Pierce. I'm Lucy Sherifield, in charge of investigators over at Wentworth. I'm calling because of a problem with your file. A fire has destroyed some of our documents.
Is that right?
I'm so very sorry, but I have to collect your personal information yet again.
Ok. Donc là, vous avez aussi une partie qui est un peu roleplay RPG. Vous avez un petit arbre, voilà, digne des univers Lovecraftiens. Faut savoir qu'en fait, en tout cas, dans l'habitude que j'ai sur ce type d'univers-là, vous avez deux barres de santé en fait, qui est la barre de santé physique où vous vous blessez, vous boitez, vous avez un œil ou vous avez un problème de vue, des choses comme ça, un problème à l'ouïe, vous avez une hémorragie, vous sentez pas bien, vous avez du mal à vous concentrer, des choses comme ça. Après, vous avez aussi la partie mentale. Donc la partie mentale que si en l'occurrence arrive à 0, vous pouvez être susceptible, enfin vous êtes susceptible de devenir fou. Donc développer de la schizophrénie, des peurs innées chez vous, plein de sortes de maladies mentales que vous pouvez acquérir. Et donc là du coup on a l'arbre de compétences. On a 8 points à répartir. Chaque point nous fait monter de niveau. Donc là par exemple je vais mettre 2 en médecine. Trouver objet caché, je vais en mettre 2. Et en psychologie, je vais en mettre 4. Très bien. Ça, j'ai bien réparti de façon aussi à faire en sorte qu'au moins on puisse monter un niveau à chaque fois. Validé.
Thank you for this information, Mr. Pierce. Our files will soon be up to date. And on a related matter, may I raise a sensitive question?
What's wrong?
As you know, we wish to closely monitor the progress of our contractors. And it would seem you've been accepting fewer new cases.
Work is scarce.
Mr. Pierce, you know as well as I do there's never been more investigative work than now.
But are those cases worth it?
They're worth not losing your license. Show yourself worthy of the Wentworth Detective Agency, and we might keep you on the payroll. Mr. Pierce, are you still...
Ok. Allez, ferme ta gueule.
Coming.
Sir, I came here on the advice of a person whom I hold in high esteem, and I must say that I expected anything but a drunkard's lair.
Je t'emmerde. Si je picole, j'ai le droit, hein.
You're free to leave anytime, sir.
Do you know to whom you speak?
Stephen Webster, industrialist and art collector. All of Boston knows you.
Tell me, Mr. Pierce, are you capable of handling a new case, or are you simply a deadbeat inebriate?
If you come to me, it means you're desperate.
Nobody believes me. They take me for an old fool. Sarah, my little girl, she is dead. Even you must know of her. She was Sarah Hawkins.
The painter? Yes. Everyone knows her work.
The police accuse her of killing her family. They all died in a fire. Sarah, her husband, and Simon, my grandson.
I can't do anything for a woman who is already dead.
Find out the truth. They say she was mad, but I know that's a lie.
Ok.
She would never have done such a thing.
But if you have no proof...
I've brought all that I have. Look. I want you to look carefully at this painting.
Look carefully. Eh ben on va look carefully.
Tell me all the assumptions that come to mind.
What am I supposed to find?
Tell me if this is the work of madness. or if, on the contrary, you manage to detect some logic, a rationality to follow so that I may understand it.
Is that all you want from me?
Yes, please.
All right. I'll look at your picture. That's all you've got? The painting?
I placed a file on your desk. It contains everything I have on the affair.
What's this symbol on the man's chest?
Quel est le symbole sur la
It's as
poitrine
if
de
Sarah
l'homme? C'est comme
Hawkins
si Sarah
breathed
Hawkins
a
avait insufflé un
message into
message. C'est vrai que quand on y regarde un peu plus près, ça ressemble un peu au symbole de Cthulhu. Ah, faire le tour. Poussez-vous, excusez-moi.
A warehouse on Darkwater. Some sketches of the Hawkins family. Rather thin.
Une étiquette d'expédition est en partie illisible. Je peux déchiffrer une partie de l'adresse. L'entrepôt 36 Darkwater. Le rapport de police. Il indique que le feu est parti du salon et a emporté toute la famille. Les flics concluent à l'accident domestique. Mais ils insistent quand même sur la fragilité mentale de Sarah Hawkins. Pourquoi? Une coupure de presse, un article, oui c'est ça, rédigé à l'occasion du mariage de Sarah et de Charles Hawkins, un homme originaire de l'île de Darkwater. Ils y vivent reclus depuis, avec leur fils unique Simon. Okay.
So, Mr. Pierce, what do you make of these elements?
Ah, c'est ça a changé. Cette toile doit être prise au sérieux. Ah, ça c'est marrant parce que du coup, l'essai d'avant, j'avais analysé le tableau après. Et donc du coup, ça m'a pas permis d'avoir ce dialogue.
The meaning could be exactly as it appears. I think your daughter is sending you a message.
That's what I believe, too. It was 3 months ago that I received the call from the police telling me of my daughter's death. And yet a short while after, this painting was delivered to my home. The painting is linked to this case, can't you see? You must find the meaning behind all this.
Très bien. On verra ça par nous-mêmes, je pense. Le rapport d'un... Ouais, ça on l'avait déjà dit.
The sender's
renseigner
label
sur l'entrepôt.
mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out. Go to Darkwater. Find Warehouse 36.
Ok. Ah, d'accord. Donc ça c'est dialogue et ça c'est de l'investigation.
Her husband was a big deal on the island.
Libre, mais la police s'en tient à la théorie de l'accident.
Though they mentioned
Tout en
Sarah's
précisant que Sarah était psychologiquement
I
instable.
believe you are right, sir.
Je pense que vous avez raison, cette affaire n'est pas aussi simple qu'elle semble l'être.
I am aware of that.
Je le
I
sais bien.
believe there is more to this case than just an accident.
I think I'm beginning to understand.
I'm willing to do anything for my daughter to recover her honor.
Quiet down. I'm on your side. Let's sum things up. An artist dies with her family in a house fire. Your only clue is a sort of promontory painting sent from Darkwater right before her death.
Correct. And the rumors about her supposed folly.
Et les rumeurs
Which you
sont
don't
du
totally
folie.
deny.
Find that warehouse.
C'est
Find
marrant
out
parce que
the
j'ai fait
truth
une partie
regarding
d'essai pour
Sarah
avoir un
Hawkins'
petit peu le
death.
gameplay, etc. Et
You'll be handsomely
les
compensated.
dialogues n'ont rien à
All
voir.
right. I'll take the case. I'll go to Darkwater and look into the death of your daughter.
Thank you, Mr. Pierce. I didn't expect any less coming from a man in your situation.
C'est pas ce que tu disais en rentrant.
It's queer. But it's not like I have a choice. Darkwater. I think I've got a book on the North Atlantic. Darkwater is off the coast
Ah, il est
of
là.
Boston. But I've never heard of it. According to this book, it was often mentioned during whale hunting times at the end of the 19th century.
Habité
But it seems
depuis
to
le
have been
14e
shown since
siècle, L'île de Darkwater recèle aujourd'hui encore des trésors, abandonnés au fil des ans par ces tribus disparues, mais le romantisme de ces touchants témoignages de croyances aussi naïves que primitives ne doit pas faire oublier la violence de leur divinité. Une créature gigantesque aux attributs tant marins qu'oniriques orne les murs des grottes autrefois habitées, et il lie les habitants actuels de l'île, descendants des fiers baleiniers, et l'histoire mystérieuse et tumultueuse de ce petit morceau de terre au large du Massachusetts.
All I have to do is go to the port.
Ah, il me semble qu'il y
I
avait...
just hope that I can find a boat able. Married woman runs off
Voilà,
with her girlfriend.
ça c'est une affaire bouclée, d'accord.
Husband couldn't understand it.
J'avais un petit bouquin.
Natural sciences,
Sur la
linguistics,
médecine,
archaeology. Darkwater is
Ça
off
c'est
the coast
l'île de
of
Darkwater,
Boston,
ok d'accord.
but I've never heard of it. According to this book, it was often mentioned during whale hunting times at the end of the 19th century.
Ah voilà. Donc là par exemple, j'ai découvert un bouquin sur la médecine. Et ce qui va me faire, vous
It
voyez,
seems to have been shunned since then.
augmenter ma médecine légale. Donc là, je suis passé à 22%. Ici.
I used to be an avid reader.
Et on peut y aller, il me semble. Et voilà les amis, je m'étais arrêté là. Chapitre 2, Porte de Darkwater. Pierce a accepté l'affaire Hawkins. L'artiste maudite est accusée d'avoir causé l'incendie qui l'a emporté ainsi que sa famille. Pour tout indice, elle a laissé à son père une inquiétante toile sur l'étiquette d'expédition, une adresse à un entrepôt situé sur les docks de l'île de Darkwater, qui semble être le point de départ de l'enquête de Pierce. J'espère que voilà, ce nouveau format va vous plaire. On est vraiment dans une ambiance complètement différente. Petit bateau! Je connais pas du tout le développement. Je vous ai dit, c'est une totale découverte pour moi.
We're almost there.
We're almost there. Ça, y a pas beaucoup de brume, je trouve. L'appel de Cthulhu. Si là. Ah, avec les crochets de baleine et tout, ouais, on les voit, ouais. Ah, le bateau il fait un arrêt, il a mis frein à main quoi.
Stay on board. There's guys coming to unload. Welcome to Darkwater Island, Mr. Pierce.
Why, thank you, Captain Fitzroy.
So, what wind brought you?
Does the Hawkins case mean anything to you?
A sad story that we would all prefer to forget. Charles Hawkins.
Il a une jambe de bois ou c'est moi qui fais clac 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 sur le bois là?
And his wife, Sarah Hawkins.
Nice young woman and a great painter. What a tragedy. You know what? Go have a drink at the Stranded Whale. What you need is a
La
good
baleine
pick-me-up.
échouée.
Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but his bar holds a surprise for you. As for me, you'll find me at the Harbor Master's office.
Capitainerie.
If it's the
Ok.
Hawkins family that brings you here, I have a pile of documents that should interest you.
Understood. I'm going for a look around the docks.
Ah bah voilà, santé mentale, c'est ce que je disais, hein. Traumas mentaux. Pierce est un vétéran de la Première Guerre mondiale et où il a participé à l'offensive Meuse-Argonne, pardon. C'est un des rares survivants du bataillon perdu, un ensemble d'unités américaines lourdement touchées par des tirs ennemis et alliés, forcés de tenir leur position 10 jours durant, entourés des cadavres de leurs camarades tombés sans ration ni médicaments. Les soldats étaient considérés comme déjà perdus par leurs compatriotes. Pierce est traumatisé par ces événements. Il consomme des somnifères et de l'alcool pour tenir à distance les cauchemars qui le hantent. Parce que du coup, le fait d'être alcoolique en soi n'est attention, hein. Ne déformez pas ce que je vais dire, je parle du jeu en lui-même, de l'univers. Le fait d'être alcoolique n'est pas une finalité 100% négative. Parce que en fait, comme il l'explique dans le texte, il est assailli par par de mauvaises pensées, de cauchemars, etc. Et pour pas tomber dans la folie, en fait, ben l'alcool permet d'évacuer le stress, en fait. Et donc, du coup, de regagner un peu de santé mentale. Voilà pourquoi, tout à l'heure, j'ai bu un verre pour voir un petit peu ce qui allait se passer. Ah, j'ai un point de personnage disponible, du coup. Et ben, allez, dans l'éloquence. Bah, allons voir le regroupement. S'il vous plaît, écartez-vous, laissez la police faire son travail.
Hey, Sullivan, can't you go any faster?
You've seen how old this thing is. Force it too much will break everything.
You can't do that.
But it's only a fish.
A fish? You've got no idea. Don't badmouth what you don't know, or you'll pay for it for sure.
Okay, that's enough. Step back and let us do our job.
That's no way to treat an omen. Oh yeah? He's gonna get us into trouble. You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a song.
The same goes for you, sir. Move along.
They seem to be very agitated about a dead animal.
You're telling me? These fools think that putting the whale back in the water will bring about the end of the world.
They're superstitious.
If only you knew. They only listen to Captain Fitzroy. And not always. And you. What brings you to our island?
I'm looking for this address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
I like you, so I'll be frank with you. Don't go near the place. Don't try to get in.
Why?
Because I told you so. Learn to accept some friendly advice. Now, please, allow me to do my job.
You can't. Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy. They're cops. They can't understand. Damn stupid idiots. Forget it. Nobody listens to us anyway.
Ah,
The blood is just beginning to coagulate. It died a short time ago.
d'accord.
Only a specialist would...
Seul un spécialiste saurait ce qui l'a tué.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
Donc là, par exemple, en fait, on a clairement pris position en discutant avec le policier. On a dépensé ici un point en médecine, ce qui aurait peut-être pas vu le fait que le sang a coagulé. Et qui permet du coup d'avoir quelques renseignements. Si on avait peut-être plus de points en médecine, on aurait peut-être eu plus de choses.
You can see that I'm busy, can't you?
Ah d'accord, donc là on peut plus lui parler. Ok.
Prohibition is just a joke around here. That suits me fine.
Tu m'étonnes. Là il y a des mecs, d'accord, bonjour, bonjour. Bonjour, bonjour. Bonjour, bonjour. Pas très accueillant hein, ici. Eh les gars, vous pouvez passer à Kirkassis s'il vous plaît? Oh t'as failli cracher sur mes pompes là.
Hey, be careful.
Voilà, tu me respecteras un peu plus maintenant.
Let's get him another drink. He's dry.
In my bar, we don't serve troublemakers.
Ouais. Manière pour tester l'éloquence. Ah d'accord, manière pour tester. Il m'a manqué de respect, vous en faites trop.
You saw what happened. He's the troublemaker.
Oh, you're a true mainlander. A real
Je m'en doutais.
You strut around with your la-di-da ways, and then, as soon as the pressure arises, you start squealing. You don't have what it takes to drink my whiskey.
Ça se mérite.
I'm here for information, not for a fight.
I prefer it that way. Speak then. I reserve the right to answer or not.
Captain Fitzroy told me about a little pick-me-up.
Oh, yeah? That must have been before you came looking for a fight in my
Ah
bar.
putain.
Oh, come on. Because of a little tussle.
Drinking it here is a privilege, and I grant the privilege to whoever I want. Anything else?
Voilà, donc concrètement, on a foutu la merde, on est là dans le cul, donc faut faire attention à ce qu'on dit. Est-ce que si je lui parle de l'entrepôt tout de suite, ça va faire mouche? Vos gueules, il arrive pas à réfléchir. Ouais, y a pas de
I didn't
prohibition.
expect to find alcohol on this island. What's the source of this miracle?
You mean who? Our source of supply wouldn't like me to betray them to the first comer.
I'll tell nobody.
She'd know it anyway. Anything else?
Très bien. Pourquoi la baleine échouée?
The stranded whale. I guess this bar has been here a long time.
What can I tell you? I'm a nostalgic sort of guy. The name, it reminds us of the golden age of dock water, when our whalers left for long months and came back sweating and stinking of the oil and flesh of the whales they'd been hunting.
It was a tough time, all the same.
Ah, but steeped in glory. We've never known such wealth since then.
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why. Then, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
Psychologie, score
You
suffisant.
don't dare say a thing because you respect their memory. But that doesn't mean that you don't have a lot on your mind.
You're not a PI for nothing. Okay.
Ah,
I don't
nice,
know
on
what
a
it's
gagné.
worth,
Bon, je sais pas ce que ça vaut, mais
But
Madame
Mrs.
Hawkins
Hawkins,
a écrit ça voir son
she went to
docteur.
see her doctor very often.
She was sick.
Ah, I shouldn't have mentioned it to you. Forget it.
Ah, il se rétracte.
Her style made her famous. How would you describe it? Tortured?
Yeah? Well, it wasn't normal. I mean, for a young woman with a child and all that. We saw them in the papers and we said to ourselves, who can paint such things? Is that how she sees the world?
So they made you feel uncomfortable.
You need to see them for yourself. Make up your own mind.
Ah oui, d'accord, ok, donc là il va pas continuer à parler.
Her
Wow.
vision. Was it so terrible?
Way I see it, the truth is really a question of point of view.
What do you mean by that?
Do you still trust the truth after a bottle of whiskey?
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
Il veut toujours pas commander à
Captain
part?
Fitzroy told me about a little pick-me-up.
Oh
Ah
yeah?
non, il veut toujours pas.
That must have been
Bon.
before you came looking for a fight in my
Bon,
bar.
il est rancunier.
Because of a little tussle.
Drinking it here is a privilege, and I grant the
Ouais,
privilege
bon,
to
bah, t'es
whoever
pas
I
sympa,
want.
c'est moi qui te le dis, t'es pas
Anything
sympa.
else?
Enquêter sur Darkwater. Voilà, ça c'est fait. Allez.
You know where this place is? Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
The Hawkins warehouse.
Hmm.
I see. Yeah.
L'entrepôt des Hawkins,
If I
intéressant.
were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Deuxième personne qui nous dit ça.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night. Screams, that sort of thing.
Screams.
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no more. Anything else?
Bah écoute, on a fait le tour, il me semble,
That'll be
partir.
all for now.
Et maintenant il faut parler au capitaine Fritz, oui. Bon, vous me faites chier à chanter depuis tout à l'heure. Hein.
Do you
Hey,
like
c'est ça.
our song?
Non, elle me plaît pas.
We're true Cyrus.
Ça,
We
ouais.
may not be pros, but we give it all we've got.
On n'est pas des
That's
pros.
true. It's a reminder of the time when we were still fishing for whales off Darkwater Island.
Quelle est cette chanson?
I've never heard this song before.
Only people from here know it. It tells the story of the miraculous catch.
It's a local legend?
Watch what you say, young man.
That catch saved our island.
Ah. Where's the proof?
We're the proof.
Without it, the whole of Darkwater would have died of hunger in 1847.
It's true. Everything happened just as it says
Tout est
in the
arrivé comme dans
newspaper
l'article.
report.
What report?
The one that's framed right behind you.
Ok, bah,
Our
on va
grandparents
s'énerver, on va lire un peu.
And it was delicious.
What brought whaling to an end?
The whales, of course.
They
sont
all
connes en même temps, hein.
disappeared.
You exhausted the stocks.
You could say that, yes. There were fewer and fewer of them.
Until the last, the biggest.
The one of the miraculous catch.
Exactly.
Moi, j'appellerais
I
pas
bid you
ça la
farewell.
pêche miraculeuse,
Good night,
du coup, vu que c'est la dernière.
stranger.
So long.
Alors toi, tu m'as zioté
What
depuis
you
tout à l'heure.
looking at, stranger?
Qu'est-ce que tu regardes étranger?
I've
Sacré.
rarely seen a woman who can hold her liquor so confidently.
What gives you the right to judge me?
It was a compliment.
So what? Let me drink, stranger.
Ok, on n'aura pas dû répondre ça, c'était très...
I told you to beat it.
Ouais, c'est très maladroit. Putain, merde. On a mal joué. Enfin, j'ai mal joué. Pour l'instant, c'est toujours calme, hein, au début. Alors, le fait que...
The girl doctor. Cold. She won't stop asking.
Not that again. She will get us into trouble.
I know, I know.
Avec mon sublime accent. Hop, on referme la porte, hein, on est
Broken. This place seems half abandoned.
C'est toujours comme ça. Dans Lovecraft, on croirait que en fait, les gens ils sont jamais habités là, quoi.
I wonder what Captain Fitzroy has got to say about this woman, Cat.
Sur cette quête. Capitaine, les termes de notre accord sont clairs, tenez vos hommes. Vous ne pouvez pas vous permettre de nous provoquer. Inutile de répondre à ce message. Contentez-vous de remettre votre paiement au messager. Je pense que Kat, c'est la personne qui était en train de fumer dans le bar et qui est responsable de des contrebandiers. Voilà. Ah, on peut passer par là. Ça fait pareil. On va aller voir un peu par là.
Fishing equipment.
Métal de pêche,
Could
sans
do with
besoin
some
d'un
rostrum.
verrouillage. Et là, ça fait pareil. Ah non, c'est les chiottes. Ok.
A souvenir from a more prosperous era. I guess this blackboard hasn't been wiped for more than 70 years. The Scylla. It finished up beached at the entrance to the harbor.
Bien, apprentissage de la santé, volume 2. Donc là, on était à 22%, donc non. 24, ok, on monte de 2 en 2, d'accord. Ça, c'est une valise, un coffre.
This man and Fitzroy could be twins.
Ce type et Fitzroy pourraient être jumeaux. Dans cette photographie, un homme ressemblant au capitaine Fitzroy pose sur le pont, il porte une jambe en bois. Et rien derrière la photographie.
What a macabre souvenir.
Un macabre trophée. Ah, c'est la jambe de bois. Ok. Bah, allons parler au capitaine Fitzroy. C'est le bordel chez vous.
I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
Ok.
These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins. That's all I'll get from them.
Seules quelques années sont encore lisibles, 1990-1907 et une date partielle. Le reste du document est complètement censuré. Qui a intérêt à masquer ces informations? Ah, il est disparu. Il est là.
Broken. This place seems half abandoned.
From here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives of my sailors, the fights at the stranded whale. Even the antics of these wharf rats don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on Darkwater. Tell me what I can do to help you.
Dites-moi ce que je peux faire pour... Ouais, vos documents, ils sont
The
lisibles, hein.
manifests have been blacked out. They're totally unreadable.
Yeah, I saw that. I've got no idea who did it or why. I don't remember having countersigned anything special enough for someone to hide it.
And why obliterate the dates, as well as the goods stored in the warehouse?
You mean that the dates have some meaning?
De quoi vivait vraiment Sherlock Holmes? Je croyais que la pêche s'était arrêtée en 1847. C'est vrai.
I'm surprised Charles Hawkins had goods to store, knowing that whaling stopped in 1847.
I see that you're interested in the history of our island. Indeed, maritime activities ceased altogether at the end of the last century. I imagine that the Hawkins family had other types of contracts.
But you don't know with whom?
No.
Comme
It
par
was
hasard.
not my business.
Qui parlait de l'adresse du tableau.
I'm looking for Warehouse 36. Do you know where it is?
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jetty. You can't miss it.
Understood.
You know who the building belongs to, don't you?
Hawkins, rien c'est. Ah.
I don't have time to play guessing games. I'm investigating the death of a whole family.
You're right. It belonged to Charles Hawkins. Ship owners from father to son.
I see. That explains those loading manifests. Too bad I can't get much out of them. I think that somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse. I found a threatening letter, signed by a certain cat.
What? I don't mind you visiting my harbor master's office.
Voilà.
But I'd prefer if you didn't go through my affairs.
Are you being blackmailed?
Not exactly, no. That shyster wants to make us pay protection money.
With any success?
I wouldn't say that, but she terrifies my men as much as her own.
Can you not do anything to stop her?
Don't you worry about that.
Ok, il est pas fermé non plus la discussion.
I'm just back from the wharves. The dead killer whale is unsettling the sailors.
Ah, yes. Us men of the sea are superstitious folk.
Killer whales don't have many known predators.
That's true. And normally, they're not found around here. But, you're gonna take me for a fool.
Give it a try.
Have you heard about the depths? Trenches that plunge into the earth, and that shelter creatures unlike any other.
You're talking about mythology.
Ha! Indeed, you're right.
Pourquoi la remettent-ils à la
The
mer?
police took the decision to put the killer whale back into the sea.
You've got to understand them. They didn't know what to do with it.
I think that was a mistake. Who says that whatever caused those wounds is no longer in these waters?
You think we should have kept it?
To look into the real cause of its death, at least. I was looking at your photograph. One of the man in front of the boat.
Ah, yes, I can see the one you're talking about.
Interesting resemblance. I thought it was you, but with a wooden leg.
And for good reason. That's my father in the photograph.
Your father?
John Fitzroy, captain of the Scylla. His wooden leg is here. You can go and see it if you're interested.
The miraculous catch. Is it a local legend?
Not at all. It's an episode from our glorious past. Go read the story of the sailor's return to Darkwater Harbor. It's displayed on a wall of the stranded whale.
Worth the effort.
I told him, that flunky, that he'll see what a real sailor has in his belly.
If you continue like that, everyone will see what you've got in your belly.
I hope so. I hope they don't forget the lesson. Me? I'm not scared of some girl.
I mean they're going to cut you open, you idiot. Calm down.
Ah, c'est ça, à mon avis, la gonzesse à l'intérieur, celle qui fait la loi. Ouais, et là on peut passer.
Idiots. Forget it. Nobody listens to us anyway.
That's no way to treat an omen.
Oh yeah?
What could have done so much damage?
You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming. Something real bad. Don't put that beast back in...
Et lui il pêche à côté, tranquille. D'accord, donc l'investigation permettrait de crocheter.
Damnation, I broke it.
Ah.
It's no use. The padlock won't give.
J'espère que j'avais pas qu'une seule barrette. Ah, je le sens comme un nez au milieu de la figure que c'est occultisme.
Saint Brendan, patron saint of
Patron des
sailors
marins et
and
des
travelers.
voyageurs.
Desecrated. I can't even say which
Profané.
language it's written in.
D'accord.
You live here?
Why did you do that, huh?
We saw what you did to St. Brendan.
Yeah,
faut
we'll
boire.
teach you to come onto our island and ridicule our protectors.
How can I be the one who defaced your saint? I've just come ashore, you idiots.
That's true. We're as drunk as lords.
You bet. You could have gone by without us seeing you.
Do not rile me. You can hardly stand up.
He's right. We're no match.
Ah,
For the moment.
voilà, donc là j'ai pris la bonne
We're
décision.
annoyed. It's
On est...
understandable.
Arrête, t'as vu ce qu'on... Oh
You, our beloved statue, and then those two bozos behind us. Wait. Now that I think about it, it's got to be them. There's one of them who's always going back and forth to the statue.
Quieter. That's all we need for them to hear us.
What brings you to Darkwater?
Qui sont les types qui montent la garde?
Two guys behind you. What are they guarding?
The bootleggers. Scum.
They're protecting their territory. From whom, I wonder?
They really don't have a choice anyway. They're more scared of Cat than an attack by drunken sailors.
If only they would kill each other.
Qui est Cat?
Is it Cat who's shaking down Captain Fitzroy?
Hold on just a minute. We didn't tell you a thing.
Nothing at all.
Nothing at all.
Isn't it a bit early for alcohol?
We got nothing better to do anyway. There's not much work around here.
Fitzroy gives us a few chores every now and again, but since the whaling station shut down, ain't a lot of jobs left around here.
So we drink.
Peculiar house.
Yeah, that's where we live. Our boat.
It's not because it doesn't float anymore that we're going to abandon it.
Ah ouais,
That
carrément.
statue represents your local saint.
What do you mean by local, exactly?
You wouldn't be looking down at us, like all townspeople do.
Tous les cas
Saint
de la ville.
Brendan. He protected whalers and fishermen like us. Until those assholes defaced him.
I've taken enough of your time.
We'll see you later.
Ah, see you later.
You could tell me.
No, if it gets out, I'll have serious problems with you.
How could you be dumb enough to leave the entrance to the warehouses unguarded?
Keep your voice down. Why not go and shout at the cat while you're at it? I don't want to end up with her little knife under my throat.
It's a stiletto, you idiot. And with that smell on your breath, I don't give you much chance anyway. Who's this guy?
No idea. You better keep it shut.
Why, we don't have a clear conscience.
Quiet. What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
We saw you talking to the two soaks. Go
Oh.
die of thirst, the lot of you. It'll stink less.
Ah, du coup, il me prend pour quelqu'un d'eux. Ah, on peut mentir là.
I've got to get inside. It's your boss who sent me.
Oh, yeah? And why didn't she say anything to us?
She sent me to see who's filching her stock.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You got no proof to back up your claims, and I'd advise you against snitching.
If I can't get rid of those two, I'll have to look for another way.
What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
We saw you talking to the two soaks. Go die of thirst, the lot of you. It'll stink less.
I went to see the statue of St. Brendan.
What makes you think we did it?
We're bootleggers, not savages.
Who do you think defaced the statue?
What do I know? They could have done it by themselves.
The sailors.
Who else, in your opinion? And who's interested?
So, who are you?
Are you stupid or are you doing it on purpose?
Ouais, contrebandier, va dire.
Everybody knows us on Darkwater.
I've just arrived.
Let's just say we're standing guard for the owner of the site. And we let no one enter her property.
Cat. She's your boss.
What? You listen through keyholes?
She's the boss, yeah. She says who goes in or not.
Shut up, you dummy. You wanted to know that you also talk too much.
She must be quite intimidating if she can make two men like you tremble.
She redid the smile at the last one who wanted to get in.
I hope you had a good dentist.
No, you don't understand. She really cut him a new smile.
But he only smiles with the left cheek.
She sounds frightening, your boss.
And she doesn't like to be talked about behind her back.
What are you guarding, exactly?
Listen, bonehead, we already told you that we're guarding our boss's turf.
I've got to enter the Hawkins warehouse. I guess it's gonna be complicated.
No, it's very simple, in fact. Fuck off.
I don't give a damn about your racket. I just want to get into this warehouse.
And we don't give a damn about you. Whatever your reason for wanting inside, there's nothing we can do for you.
Ok.
I bid you gentlemen farewell.
Tant pis.
If I can't get rid of those two, I'll have to look for another way.
Where do you think you're going?
I thought that the Hawkins case had been closed.
That's true.
So what are you doing on guard duty in front of this warehouse?
Who's asking the questions here, the cop or the tourist?
Who are these others so interested in the warehouse?
And why would I tell you?
On va tester les
You and
vacances.
I are on the same side of the law.
Oh, yeah?
You don't want to know the truth behind this case.
Are you saying our work was not up to snuff? Forget
Oh là là.
What more can you say about the death of the Hawkins family?
Not much more than what everyone knows. I wasn't on the case. They were all burnt to death, right? Up at their place.
The whole mansion went up in flames.
Don't get it into your head to go wandering around up there. It's dangerous.
What do you mean by that?
The only one left there is old Silas, and the accident has affected him badly. He can be unpredictable, especially if a stranger starts poking around the property.
Is he a danger to the public?
No, he's in his own home. Do yourself a favor. Leave him well alone.
Et bien sur ce, mes amis, je pense qu'on va arrêter ce premier épisode ici, maintenant. Donc on a bien avancé, on a bien inauguré l'enquête. L'aspect un petit peu terrifiant n'est pas encore au rendez-vous, c'est normal. C'est toujours comme ça dans du Lovecraft. Vous avez le temps que le décor se met en place, pardon. Et après vient l'aspect surnaturel des choses. Donc voilà, j'espère que ça vous a donné quand même envie de connaître la suite. Moi oui, en tout cas. Voir un petit peu plus ce qui s'est passé pour la famille Hawkins. Et qu'est-ce qui se passe en fait derrière tout ce rideau là de l'île du Blackwater. Je vous fais de gros bisous, je vous dis à bientôt pour un nouvel épisode. N'hésitez surtout pas à mettre un like ou à vous abonner si vous avez kiffé. Et je vous dis à très vite, ciao.